how do you just, if I was to do a call with them, how you would start it? What are some questions you ask?
Two tools. So we've got the coaching model, and then we have the one-on-one agenda that's in the first reality-based leadership book. It's also in the toolkit.
Yeah.
What, if you could fix one thing, what would that be? What are you here today to work on? If you had a question, what would it be? And that's where you listen to people saying, why doesn't anybody tell me anything? And then you can use the QBQ tool. And so what happens a lot of times in the coaching is you want to identify what's going on for somebody, and then identify what's the root cause, whether it's a story they're telling themselves, lack of accountability, arguing with reality, whether they want to be right or happy. So a lot of coaching isn't where you tell them how to do things. It's finding out where people are stuck and then introducing them to a tool or a reality-based concept, like edit your story, because eventually as you start listening, then you want to listen to, is it story, lack of accountability, lack of alignment, arguing with reality, back to the competencies and our toolkits, and then lead people through the toolkits. And great coaches ask twice as many questions as they give answers to.
Something in their circumstances or in that story is keeping them from doing something that they want to do. And so it's trying to find what's that, asking them questions about what's that correlation. So it could be something as simple as, okay, so when you're feeling this way, talk to me about what that internal dialogue in your head is. If it's your calling, you're qualified. That's all you need to know.
If it's your calling, you're qualified. I love that.
She talked about, she's the one-liner. Cool.
And with kids too, tell them what to expect. So we're gonna have our first coaching session, talk about confidentiality, talk about, you're gonna do most of the talking, I'm gonna ask a lot of questions. So our job is to basically think together on, most of this is already inside you. We might have to teach you a few things, but we're just gonna really try and bring out the best. And we're gonna spend our time together. At the end, we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna figure out some good assignments for you to keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna ask for your commitment. So if you weren't the #1 golfer in the state of Iowa, I know that's how you're known, but if I just met you on the street and you never told me that, what would I know about you?
Golf wasn't a sport, but
And that's also a good way around the I don't know sort of thing, because if they don't know, they've not done any self-reflection. All right, so next time when we talk, give me 2 or 3 things outside of golf that kind of describe who you are to you.